Getting ready to head out. It's a beautiful winter afternoon. It's about 23 degrees and I found this little road in the Scenic Rim that has got quite a nice vantage point. It's just outside of Boona. It's about an hour and a half away. So I'm gonna, head out and see what we can get. A common question I'm asked is, how do I pick the locations I'm going to, like, of a given evening or morning? And most of the time I pick it based on the conditions. I have a look at the weather, I have a look at the cloud cover, and I pick the locations to shoot the weather conditions. So this evening, for example, it's forecast for no low cloud, bit of middle cloud, very low wind. It's quite windy at the coast, so that's why I want to go inland, because I want to fly the drone and stuff. So, and there's not that much cloud forecast, so when it's like that, generally I head to the mountains because you get some light rays coming through the hills and you get lovely side light and you can work with that. So yeah, that's how I decide. It's based on the conditions. So I'm packing most of my gear. I definitely think I'll be needing this, which is my 100 to 400 and the 24 to 120. Without even seeing the location properly, I know that I probably won't need my wide angle, but I'm going to bring it anyway, just in case I see something. But from what I could see on Google Earth, it's primarily telephoto shots I'll be getting, picking out shapes, picking out light in the valleys and stuff. So 24 to 120 on the Z6, and I'll probably be needing the 100 to 400. So time to pack up. It's going to take me an hour and a half to get there, so I gotta get moving. It is the 22nd of August, still winter in Queensland, and it's 27 degrees. Whew. And I have no AC in my car. Oh man. It's a good thing I've climatised to the heat, because if I had just moved over from Ireland, I would just be a pool of liquid right now. So I'm about 35 minutes away. It's funny because a lot of these roads I've never actually driven in the daytime because it's always been for astrophotography I've been heading out here. But one thing I've noticed about the Queensland countryside is, I suppose if I had to describe it in one way to my Irish viewers, it would be just open farmland combined with heaps of gum trees, or we call them gum trees out here, eucalyptus trees. I think they're eucalyptus trees anyways. But there's heaps and heaps of lone trees in the field, and back home in Ireland we'd absolutely kill to have a lone tree in a field. It's one of the most sought after things for landscape photographers, like that perfect lone tree in a field. And out here there's just heaps of them. Everywhere you look there's compositions with dead trees, lone trees, nice little groups. It just seems to be par for the course out here, you know. Yeah, a very different landscape than home. We're really heading into the middle of nowhere now. Conditions wise, it's looking alright. Yeah, this is my turn. Yeah, conditions wise, there's more cloud than I expected, I won't lie. A lot more cloud, but that's not a bad thing. I think we could be in for a very nice evening of photography. Just kind of going by my instincts here. The clouds look right. They're not the sometimes very kind of dark, spotty clouds. It's hard to describe them. If they're on the horizon, it's never good. But the clouds that are there at the moment, they're nicely shaped. They look like they're mid-level clouds. So we could be on for, a good one. I still haven't hit the dirt roads yet, so that's when I know I'm getting very close. But the views looking back are absolutely incredible. Wow. This place is it's incredible. It's like I'm on top of this. Well, I'm at this high point, but the views looking back are just, we've got light rays and everything breaking through. Oh man, oh here, I gotta take a shot of that there. Look, the light rays catching the mountain in the background. I've got the 100 to 400 on. Let's see what we can do here. Handy if I took off the, please go away fly, and if I took off the lens cap. Oh, now my viewfinder is screwed on this camera. Okay, there's a fly attacking me. Not a good time, fly. Okay, let's go to about 200mm. F11. Very cool. Now we do have some bushfires, which are adding a bit of drama to the landscape, but they're also causing a bit of havoc. What am I at there? 140mm. Let's just walk down the road here. Let me show you down the road. Oh. If there was ever a way to describe rural Queensland, I think this is it. Gravel roads. Absolute middle of nowhere. I think I'm looking across at Mount Maroon and Mount Barney right now. It's these mountains right here. I think that's it's definitely that general direction, yes. I'm more west maybe than I usually would be, or am I more east? I'm not really sure. Look at this. Amazing. Really is a very cool landscape. First local passed me and stopped, said hello, asked me what I was doing. I told him I was taking pictures. Very friendly guy though. But it's when I open my mouth, they're kind of like, hang on a second. But once people hear Irish, they respond very well towards you. So, it's a nice reputation to have. There's a scene here in front of me, way down this valley, that I'm capturing with the long lens, just shooting handheld. But there's a beautiful bit of light just catching the valley now, as you can see where my finger is. So yeah, I'm going to grab a few shots of that while I got some light. When I'm photographing scenes like this, and I've often had this in the Dolomites, oh that's nice, hang on. Sorry, whenever I'm photographing scenes like this, I tend to underexpose because I only want to emphasise the areas where the light is. I don't want to emphasise the areas where there is no light, because there's nothing really in the shadows that I want to draw attention to. I more so want to draw attention to the patches of light that are in the valley. So definitely don't blow out your highlights in those shots. Expose for your highlights and emphasise the light. So I was just shooting there and the guy pulled up in a ute and he's just like, are you getting some good photos? So I was like, yeah, and he said, mate, if you go 3K that way, he said you've way better views back into the valley. And so yeah, really friendly guy. Really, it's so nice to have people just stop and chat and be friendly. You know, I don't know why I assume people are going to be hostile towards photographers when we're out. Maybe it's because I'm not trespassing or anything. I don't know, I think from past experience, sometimes people are edgy about it, but he was so friendly. So yeah, he said 3K this way and you've way better views back into the valley. So I might do that. But actually, while I'm here, I have the drone up and I've got the road here behind me, the Snaking Road. So I'm actually gonna, I'm shooting a 3-shot bracket pano, so a vertical pano. So as I pan up the drone, I take 3 brackets. And what it's actually doing is it's just catching the light really nice, and those brackets will allow me to obviously get the most dynamic range I can out of the scene, you know. So it looks absolutely spectacular on the drone, so I hope that it'll look nice when it stitches. So yeah, I might take that guy's advice and head down the road. The only problem is an hour till sunset. We might get it. But yeah, this pano should be absolutely delicious. This is a case of fire the gear into the back and let's travel down this road a little bit. We still have time. The sun is setting in an hour or so. Let's see what we can find. They're pretty cool. There's like a lone dead tree there. That could be something to shoot. Very cool. Probably can't see that, but there's a house up on that hill. Just a moment for that house back there. Oh my God, look at that. Dream house. Check. Okay, let's go. Oh. Poor car. I paid $1,000 for it and I absolutely abuse it. Okay. Still very iffy. The snakes are not around this time of year, but they still could be. How about this though? I know where I'm coming back to for the next astro session. Oh, the only problem with this is it too chaotic almost. Let's see, let's get the gear out and try to work some magic. So before I set up any tripod, I always take the camera and just fire off a few handheld frames to see can we make any sense out of this. It's nice, but I feel like if I go up the road and get a bit more elevation, it does look cool, the trees though. Let me show you, I'll grab a shot. Hope you're enjoying this so far, because I'm having an absolute blast. Okay, so wow, the trees are just, they've got so much character when they're dead like that. Now I won't lie, it's a tiny bit chaotic. It's kind of like, where do you look? You know, there's no real separation between the trees. I'm finding it hard to, I suppose, form a nice even composition, but maybe it's just a scene where it just looks a bit chaotic and that might work, you know? I mean, as it is now, with this light, I can do an awful lot with this photograph. My only concern is that the smoke from the bushfires will create a bit of haze in the horizon. So I haven't found a scene that I like yet for sunset. So perhaps it's a case of Well, I'm gonna head back to the car now and I'm gonna pack my gear for actual like tripods, you know, so there's no more running back to the car. And maybe we can walk up and down the road a bit. I'd swap out the battery in this anyway, so okay. Give me 10 minutes and I'll change out a few batteries and we'll be ready for hopefully a nice sky. I'm struggling a touch, just a touch, to get a scene that I like, but I think I found one. It looks a bit chaotic, I won't lie, but single exposure, I just have my polarizer on. And that's a beautiful rural Queensland scene. And just while I have the light, I'm going to keep shooting here. Okay, unfortunately we've now lost the light. Now is the time where we start shooting into the sun. So it's just going to go behind the cloud for a minute, which buys me like 10 minutes. And I guarantee you it's going to come down and just disperse over the mountain. So I need to be ready when that happens. I'm going to capture the beautiful layers that are in the hills right now. So we're going to head over here. We're going to stand on this ridge. We're going to use a long lens and we're going to hopefully capture beautiful layers left and right as the sun sets. I tempted to go back up here where I was at the very beginning, because I'm just a bit too low here for my liking. But the action that's happening right now, exactly what I said. You can see the layers. And as soon as that sun dips below that cloud, it's just going to go whoo. Try that sound effect. But that's what's going to happen. And that's why I need to be ready. I didn't have this view up there, that's what I'm thinking. So maybe I'll stay put. Yeah, look, we'll stay put. No more rushing around. We'll wait till the sun drops and we'll hopefully be ready. This is going to be epic. So I don't really have any nice composition if the clouds do light, but what I'm doing is I'm just going right in on the mountain with the long lens and just getting the nice layers and shafts of light, and it's a cool shot. Like it's nothing unbelievable, but I like it. Beautiful light. What a place. I think, folks, that's going to be it from me. That's my photograph. Just getting the sun behind the mountain right now. Like a scene like this, right? Don't worry. I hope you can hear me properly. Don't be worrying about exposure. Like that mountain is probably 20 to 30 kilometers away. I don't need to see the detail in the shadows, you know? The key thing here is light and layers, and you emphasize those layers by underexposing it. So like I'm not going to bracket this, it's just one shot. There's no need at all to bracket it, you know? So yeah, that's an image that I'm really happy with, and I think if that's all I get this evening, that's totally fine by me. So I'm gonna hop on this. Actually, I'm going to wait till it just dips below the mountain, because then we'll get the clouds lighting up behind it. Okay, I'm going to leave you with the photographs, and thank you for joining me. Stay safe, all the best.